Shalom, shalom, wherever you are watching me. I welcome you all this evening. In this evening, I just wanted to share a story concerning about um, a prodigal son. I was studying this story, reading this chapter from the book of Luke 15, 20, 24. So I see some interesting part. When I studied this whole story, I found that in this story there is a full of mercy and grace. When a prodigal son, when a prodigal son is a son whereby he asks his father that he can give part of his wealth as inheritance. So he forced his father that he must give him his inheritance. But the interesting part is that this son, he wanted to inherit while the father is still alive. But what the father did is to give the part of his wealth to his son, and he go far away to squandering each and every coin, each and every man, and he start struggling because he was enjoying with ladies there. He was eating any food, any kind of food that he wants. He was eating there, squandering the money, squandering his inheritance. But when he finished everything, he struggling with life to the extent that uh, he lacked food to eat. He was searching food in the bins, in the latrines, so that he can survive with life. But one day, he was sitting down and thinking that though I am struggling like this, though I am sleeping empty stomach, but what I know, what I believe, that in the house of my father, there are a lot of food there. Though I am a prodigal son, but I believe that if I can go and beg my father will forgive me. But if my father will not forgive me, I'll ask him that he can take me as his servant. So he have boldness, have courage, and he's starting his journey back to his father to apologize. When he nearby to reach where the house of his father is, the father of this prodigal son saw him just a distance. And the Bible tells us that after the father saw this prodigal son, he is full of compassion. And we see that a prodigal son represents himself to his father and said, Father, I know I was wronged you. What I just want right now, take me as your servant. Maybe forgiveness, it can be hard to you, but just take me as your servant. And we see what this father does to this son. He commanded his elder brother, just imagine to command the elder brother, that he can kill a fat cow just for celebration, that the lost son has come back to his house. And he commanded that he can give him a new cloth. Brothers and sisters, I want you to understand something. The way this prodigal son does his things, the way he was doing his things that time, he was not deserving that he can receive forgiveness from his father. He was not recognized again as a son in the house. But because of compassion that the father has, he forgives his son. And we see that the father forgave this son to the extent that he commanded his brother that he can kill a fat animal to celebrate, and he commanded him to give a nice clothes to wear. Brothers and sisters, when I finished to study this parable, these scriptures, I found that in these scriptures there is only two things. There is only two things. One, there is a mercy. I see the greater mercy that is operating in these scriptures upon that prodigal son. And there is a greater grace, not just a grace, but supernatural grace. Not just a supernatural grace, but the special grace. It was upon this prodigal son. Why I say so? When mercy of God is upon you, when mercy of God is upon you, it suspends the punishment that you deserve to receive. The mercy of God can suspend the punishment that you deserve to receive. And we see that because of the mercy that he has, we see that instead him to be punished, we see that there is another level of doing things, a new thing, a new style that we see. Instead of him punished, we see him forgiven. Hey, brother and sister, when the mercy of God is upon you, you can be forgiven to the case where you can receive the punishment. Instead of you to receive the punishment of what you committed, but because the mercy of God is upon you, the mercy of God can suspend the punishment that you deserve to receive. So this son, this prodigal son, he deserved to receive the punishment, but because of mercy was there to suspend, he was suspending the punishment that he was deserving to receive. And the second thing, what I see concerning about this story, this parable of Jesus, I see that there is a special grace that upon this son. Let me tell you, the special, when I speak about a grace, it's a God's power, it's a God's ability, it's a God's potential to a particular person. So when the grace of God is upon you, automatically favor will activate it. We see that this prodigal son, he received gifts, he received favor because the grace of God, he was upon him. Brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. Where there is a grace of God, you can receive things that you are not deserving to receive. Where the grace of God is upon you, you can sit to a certain chair to a certain occasion where you are not deserving that you can sit that chair. When the grace of God is upon you, you can enter into a certain marriage where you are not able, you are not qualified to marry that person. In this 2025, I just wanted to speak two things, to prophesy two things in our life. I want to prophesy mercy of God must suspend every punishment that you deserve to receive for a certain something, a certain thing. And the grace of God must be upon you. I speak the special grace upon your business, upon your family, upon your workplace. I speak the special grace. I speak mercy of God upon your destiny, upon your career, upon your workplace, upon your business. I speak in your life. I speak mercy of God. These two things is dangerous when it is upon in a certain person. When a person have a special grace, that person is a dangerous person because favor will automatically activate it. When a mercy of God is upon in a certain person, these things is dangerous because instead of this person to receive a punishment, we see that automatically, because the mercy of God is upon him, mercy will suspend every punishment. May everything that you want life committed must be suspended in Jesus' mighty name, the Son of the living God. Shalom, shalom, shalom. May God bless you. May God bless you. This is